Over the years, the works of Disney have made their way into pretty much every medium. I mean, aside from the movies, there's TV shows, computer games, theatre musicals, toys, and, of course, comics.
Yeah, which is the area we plan to look at today. First off the bat, we're going to take a gander at a spin-off from the hugely popular Disney Pixar trilogy, Toy Story, with The Return of Buzz Lightyear, written by Jesse Blaze Snyder, with art by Nathan Watson.
The story starts off with Andy receiving a new toy. Pretty standard for a Toy Story tale, and a familiar plot device from the movies. But when the toy turns out to be a new Buzz Lightyear, the problems begin.
Yeah, since most kids don't tend to want doubles that they can later sell one of on eBay, Andy decides to return the new Buzz and get something else.
Hence, the return of Buzz Lightyear. It's a pun.
Yeah. And that, unfortunately, is about as good as the humour gets in this one. The new Buzz, understandably enough, decides he doesn't want to be returned, and does a switcheroo with the original, leading Andy's toys to mount a rescue expedition to the toy shop.
There's really not a lot that's new in this book, is there? The rescue from the toy shop, Buzz meeting other Buzzers that don't realise they're toys, it's pretty much all stuff we've seen before. And as you said, the humour isn't exactly top shelf.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few movie references, Arnold Schwarzenegger, stuff like that, but none of it's particularly clever. And I think even the younger readers that this is aimed at are going to feel that it's a bit of a letdown in comparison to the movies.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a miss.
Okay, moving on to a slightly more young adult area. We have Disney Kingdom's Seekers of the Weird, written by Brandon Seifert with art by Carl Malign. The backstory to this comic is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently one of Disney's Imagineers, Rolly Crump, collected a series of bizarre artifacts to be included in the Haunted Mansion exhibit. But when Uncle Walt saw them all, he decided he'd rather have them as a whole separate exhibition called the Museum of the Weird. Now, although that exhibit never actually eventuated, it did become the inspiration for this comic.
The story revolves around Maxwell and Melody Keep, two teenagers whose lives get thrown into peril when their parents are kidnapped by taxidermied monsters. And this is the least bizarre thing about their day. In short order, they are scooped up by their long-lost Uncle Roland and taken through a magic door into the Museum of the Weird, where just about everything wants to kill them, except for the furniture, which is surprisingly friendly.
It's kind of a running thing with Disney, isn't it? Friendly furniture. In any case, this comic is just about as chaotic as it sounds, and spends little to no time explaining itself as it barrels along, placing these hapless kids in a variety of dangerous situations. There are twists and turns aplenty, a good dose of humour, and, you know, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, so did I. It kind of reminds me of the Disney movies like Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It is a fantastic read, and it's good for younger readers too.
Absolutely. Now, finally, we come to one of the all-time classics, Donald Duck's rich and irascible Scottish uncle. The compilation of Scrooge stories, The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck by Don Rosa, was the winner of the Eisner Award for Best Serialized Story in 1995. It's a wonderful collection that shows the rise of the richest duck in the world.
Yeah, it's quite a lovely read, isn't it? I mean, before picking up this book, my only contact with his character was the animated series DuckTales.
Woo! Sorry, it's like a twitch. I can't actually control that.
Okay. My point is that there is a lot more to this character than just swimming around in big pools of money. We see Scrooge's life as he goes from being a shoeshine boy in 1877 all the way to the heights of his riches, with a variety of awesome adventures along the way. And by the end, you realise why he treasures that first dime he ever earned. It's actually quite an epic tale.
Yeah.
An epic duck tale.
Woo! Dude, that's not cool.